most people want to know, why does God care about my personal life? Really, God cares about when I'm with my husband, when I'm not, like my intimacy and my private, life. Even if I go to a cheap motel, I get a sign on the door, it says do not disturb, and it's no one's business what goes on in my bedroom. Like, really, God doesn't have bigger things to worry about and bigger concerns on his desk than my private life with my spouse? And the answer is that actually the secret that Judaism has kept for thousands of years is, how do we make our world a better place, which is why we're here? How do we bring goodness and love and kindness and peace into our world? We can do it in very grand, big ways, but God's perspective is it starts with the micro. If you can put effort and energy and importance and focus on creating a happy, healthy, passionate, warm home, that's our secret for that ripple effect to go out into the world. And so Mikvah is the portal or the gateway or the secret from which a couple has within their personal private business, hopefully, an ability to reconnect and renew and recharge and refresh over and over and over again. So it's not like, okay, things are going to be exciting for the first few years, and then put your seatbelt on and get on the roller coaster and hope you'll, survive the storms. That may also be true, but what God's perspective is, that a Jewish home should always have that element of respect, of desire, of passion, of interest. And that is best achieved, at least from God's perspective, when there's a separation and then there's a coming back together. There's an ebb and there's a flow. There's an on and there's an off. And Mikvah is that system that kind of distinguishes those two different times. And so in Jewish life, more important than a synagogue or even a Torah, Hashem is telling us the value system of prioritizing a relationship. And so why is that relevant? What if you don't have a spouse? And what if you aren't married? And what if you can't go to the mikveh? Then why is this even relevant? And the simple answer is that if it's any of the above, it's the message is still so real and true that God prioritizes healthy relationships above anything else. So the relationship may not be with a spouse using a mikvah, but the relationship may be with a mother, a sister, a daughter, a neighbor. It doesn't matter. It's just telling us that God prioritizes healthy relationships. And guess what? They're not easy. We can't take them for granted. They take a lot of work. And sometimes it's easier to get along with people across the globe, or across, the distance than the people closest to us in our lives that drive us meshuga. Is that an official non-Yiddish word at this point? And so all that mikvah teaches us is, yes, for sure, between a husband and wife, but really, if that isn't the situation of your life, it's still of value. And mikvah still comes to teach us that renewal and focusing on healthy relationships is God's priority list, literally top of the list.